Hello, my name is Joseph Gibbons, and today I wanted to talk about the valuable and worthwhile. To start off, us as humans put a lot of emphasis and value into metals. Why? Because metals, such as gold, silver, and iron, can help us achieve great things that we could never hope to do on our own. Things such as create computers, build skyscrapers, create very complex cars, and many other wondrous projects. The only way, however, for these metals to help us in these ways is after they have been forged under intense heat and pressure. Only then can they reach their potential and help us in these ways. Now, you might be asking yourselves, why are we talking about metals? How will this affect me? Well, I believe that the principle of metals can also apply to us in our lives. For example, just like metals have their value and they can reach their potential after being forged under intense heat and pressure, so can we in our lives. We can reach our potential and see our value after being forged under intense heat and pressure as well. Now, let me explain what I mean. When you think about life, you also think about the challenges that come with it. These challenges can be daunting, and sometimes they can be overwhelming. Sometimes they put a pressure on our shoulders that's just such a burden to carry. But if you've ever gone through your own challenges, you also understand that once you overcome, you have come out learning and growing. Or, as I like to say, you have been refined by that challenge. You see, challenges, I believe, are there to refine us and help us reach our true potential. They're there to help us grow, learn, and face other difficult challenges in the future. Now, I'm not trying to downplay the difficulty of challenges. If challenges weren't hard, then they just wouldn't be challenges. I understand that some of you might be going through your own difficulties, might be going through your own rough times. But I simply believe that because of these challenges, because of life's challenges, we're able to become stronger. We're able to see our value increase every day. And of course, it's important to understand that because we go through our process of refinement, that those around us do as well. Everybody around us has their difficulties and challenges. Just like metals, they have their values. But the only way they can reach their true potential is when they also go through difficult challenges that put intense heat and pressure upon their lives. Sometimes challenges can make them and us question whether or not it's worth it. They can make us question our values. They can make us question whether or not we're worth it. But because people have these difficult challenges and because people have these thoughts, I believe that that's where we must step in. Because I believe that together we can make a difference. And what I mean by that is just like in this photo, together we can build each other up in our communities. We can help each other overcome life's challenges. Because life can be difficult to overcome alone at times. Just because some of us might go through some hard challenges and then overcome them later, doesn't mean everybody can. A lot of people suffer in silence. A lot of people are at home crying, wondering whether or not they can make it another day, even another minute. And all these people want is someone to lend them a hand, someone to listen. Because sometimes we can't always help them in their challenges. but we can definitely comfort them and support them in their time of need. In fact, I believe that if we're all able to look at those around us and support them and build them up, we'll be able to make our community become stronger, so that any more challenges that come, we'll just be able to rely on each other. In fact, I have a story that goes along with this. I have a friend whose parents did not treat her very well. She suffers from depression, and because there were lots of fights in the house often, and her siblings just didn't have her trust, one night she just decided it just wasn't worth it. She was stressed and overwhelmed to the point of breaking. And I found out about this through phone calls with her and her sisters. So what I did one midnight is I drove all the way to her house just to comfort her and give her strength. I could not cure her depression. I could not help her remove these thoughts on my own. All I could do was be there to love and support her. Of course, thankfully, she is much better today, and we were able to find her some help. But this is what I mean. There are people who suffer in silence and just need that extra ounce of comfort. There are people around us that aren't willing to ask for help. But that's why we must be there to help them, if we want to make a difference in our community and a difference in this world. To summarize everything that I've said, I just believe that everybody has the right to feel valued. Everybody has a right to feel worthwhile. And we are in our communities, must build each other up out of these challenges so that we are able to become stronger together instead of living life alone. In fact, that is my challenge. I want all of you to look around, to talk to people, to become friends with the people around you, to see who needs help, who needs that hand to hold, who needs that hug, who needs someone to listen. Look for these people and comfort them in your communities and around you. And I promise when you do this, you'll be able to make a difference in this community, and we'll be able to make a difference in the world in the end. That's all I have to say today. Thank you so much for listening.